So I know we just got a bunch of the Nintendo Switch 2 footage and footage of Mario Kart 9, but I still feel like it should not be too late to take a look at the Nintendo Switch Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite was another type of the Nintendo Switch, and luckily one of my guys was able to hook me up with it just for this video, so don't expect to see it in any other videos. The question is it better than the original Nintendo Switch? That's what we're figuring out today. I'll be giving a full rundown of prices and all that, and of course, I'll be reviewing its box and and all its workarounds. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, because again, we're trying to reach 30 subs at the end of the month. Fell just short last month, trying to get it this month, and anyways, let's get on into it. So here is an overview of the Switch Lite overall, and as you can see, its prices are definitely a lot smaller than the regular Switch. The Nintendo Store and Target are both selling them for roughly $200 just a set off a piece, and then Walmart is selling them much cheaper at only $176.99, which definitely shows you that this is not as good as the regular Switch due to it having a bunch of lower prices compared to it. Also checking out its color variants, as you can see, I have the yellow one on screen, and that's the one I'll be showcasing today. Along with, there's also a blue one, a turquoise one, a coral one, and of course a gray one. And all of these colors are printed in like a matte color, and they all look good on the Switch. The paint shouldn't be messed up at all. It should look clean in there. And if that wasn't enough, there's also a lot of different ports of the Switch Lite, including a Legend of Zelda one, a Animal Crossing one, probably some Mario ones and Kirby ones as well, because again, this can come with games, and you can insert regular Switch games into its SD card slot, which makes this compatible like a regular Switch. Along with this, my Switch overview, as you can see, all these stores do sell them for those prices, but there are a lot of other places where you can get the Switch Lite on sale, which definitely makes the Switch Lite quite a bargain compared to the regular Switch. So anyways, we've gone over everything about the Switch Lite in this overview that cannot be stated in the regular footage. So we're about to get into the footage, but lastly, I would like to note that there are ways to get the Switch Lite in like other deal bundles that come with, I believe, multiple games and other stuff, and there's even ways to get them 50% off. Anyways, let's get into the footage part of this review. So here I am with the Switch in its box, and we're just going to give a quick rundown of the box before I actually open it up. So as you can see, it's got the big Nintendo Switch plastered in the front, and it's on all four sides of the box, four main sides of the box, that is. The top side, of course, has the Nintendo logo plastered right on the top, and the bottom's got a bunch of tags and copyright stuff, probably all the boring stuff to most people. So yeah, you don't want to really look at that. I like how the Switch is focused on the main sides, because, it's showcasing what you're actually getting, and even so, it's showcasing the main color, because since it is a yellow Nintendo Switch Lite, it showcases the Switch in yellow color, and not only that, it shows you a bunch of the yellow color on the screen, the showcase for legit what color you picked up. I also like having the Switch logo in the top left corner, and of course, the Nintendo Switch Lite is right at the bottom. And again, this box is great because it showcases what you want. And yes, the bottom is pretty lame, but I just love how this box covered everything you want about the Switch. And now let's open it up. So here we are, and we're going to go ahead and open it up. So as you can see, you have to go to this flap and head and pull up the flap, and then pull down this whole side flap and pull up these new flaps, which will lead you to the cardboard insert, which you can pull that out, and it will hold your Switch and your charger and stuff in there. Now, once you do got this out, you do have to be a bit careful, because you don't want to accidentally break your Switch by pulling too hard to figure out where the flap is to open this thing up. But you will notice that in the front there is this little area where you can pull the flap out, which reveals your Switch in a plastic bag, which you will take that out. And then there's a bunch of cardboard that holds together a bunch of other stuff. Now, of course, you got some advertising and little mini magazines, like as I like to call them, and you got your charging cord and set, and some other stuff in the back, and then your Switch is ready. And with the Switch out of the package, as you can see, it's just a bit smaller than your regular Switch. Of course, the Joy-Cons are already pre-attached. They cannot be unattached. And as you can see, it's got the two basic joysticks, a small D-pad, and a bunch of other stuff. That works here. You know, I like how the home button's there. Everything is still there intact, though it is a little bit smaller. Of course, the backside, you got your Nintendo Switch logo, and you got a bunch of copyright stuff right there. Again, all smaller than regular Switch. You will see there's no stand on this one, which is a little bit fortunate. On the top, you got your LR, ZR, and then your ZL buttons, and of course you got the speakers, the headphone slot, the SD card slot, volume buttons, and headphone slot, if I didn't already say that, and your on button. And then looking at the bottom, there is a charging slot. As you can see, the charger has a big block to plug into the wall, and it's still tied up, but it's the same type Chromebook charger at the end to plug into your Switch Lite. So you're just going to flip the Switch over, plug it in, and once you have it plugged in, it should charge rather quickly, and there you go. Your Switch Lite is ready to be played with. So you may be thinking, after everything that I've gone over about the Switch Lite, what do I think of it compared to the original Nintendo Switch? Well, it's definitely the lesser version compared to Nintendo Switch. It's not bad by any means, but the fact that you can't connect it to the regular Switch dock, its Joy-Cons are built into the handheld, and that it's just all a bit smaller, it's definitely not the same as the regular Switch. Despite not being as good as the regular Switch, though, it does level out to it when it comes to its design for games. You are easily able to put the same cards that go with a regular Switch in this one. And you could even argue it's a little bit better because this Switch you can take on the go without having to take a clunky dock, which you can see at the regular Switch, but that one came with a dock charger, unlike this one that came with a regular charger. So it's an 8 out of 10. It's not as good as the regular Switch, but still is pretty good nonetheless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Nintendo Switch Lite. I know Switch 2 is coming out, and with its new magnetic controllers and all of that stuff, it's going to be a lot more expensive than the regular Nintendo Switch, let alone the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is extremely cheaper than both pieces. Now, I would say if you don't want to be playing video games at home on a TV console and don't want a big clunky dock to have to use, then just get the Switch Lite. It's great because it can just be plugged into the wall as long as you have a bunch of outlet spots, and its charger works perfectly. It is very good and compatible with the Switch. And it may be a little bit smaller, but it fits the hands better. And again, it's meant to be a handheld variation of the Switch, like the 3DS and others, and it accomplishes that. And plus, with all the fun different colors, fun different designs, fun different add-ins, the Switch Lite really is a good piece of Nintendo history. So, if you guys do want a Nintendo Switch variant and you don't want to cough up all the money to get the regular Switch or the Switch 2 coming out, then you should get the Nintendo Switch Lite. Anyways, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, because again, we're trying to reach 30 subs at the end of the month. Barely listed last month, and we're trying to get it this month. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.